What's the most ridiculous lie you believed as a kid? When I was 7, my dad convinced me that eating watermelon seeds would make a watermelon grow in my stomach. Not just any watermelon either. He said it would be huge and I'd have to get surgery to remove it, and then the doctors would cut me open like a pumpkin on Halloween. I was terrified of watermelon seeds for 3 years. But the thing is, my dad didn't just tell me this once and forget about it. He committed to this lie like it was his full-time job. Every summer when we'd get watermelons from the grocery store, he'd dramatically inspect each slice before giving it to me. He'd hold it up to the light, squinting like a scientist examining a specimen. "Looks like this one's safe, kiddo. No seeds in sight." Meanwhile, my older brother Nick was in on it too. He'd eat watermelon right in front of me, seeds and all, just crunching away. When I'd ask him why he wasn't scared, he'd pat his stomach and say, "I've already got 17 watermelons growing in here. What's one more?" Then he'd make these weird growing sounds like his stomach was expanding. The worst part was when we went to barbecues or picnics. Other kids would be eating watermelon normally, spitting seeds everywhere, having a great time. I'd be sitting there with a fork and knife, carefully dissecting each piece like I was performing surgery. Other parents would look at my dad like he was raising some kind of weird, overly cautious child. One time at my cousin's birthday party, this kid Alex challenged everyone to a watermelon seed spitting contest. All the kids were lined up, cheeks full of seeds, ready to spit them as far as they could. I started crying and ran inside because I thought they were all going to die. My aunt found me hiding in the bathroom, sobbing about how everyone was going to need surgery. She asked me what I was talking about, and I explained the whole watermelon situation. She just stared at me for a solid 10 seconds, then started laughing so hard she couldn't breathe. "Sweetie," she said, wiping tears from her eyes, "your dad is messing with you. You can eat watermelon seeds. They just come out when you poop." I was so mad. I marched back outside and found my dad grilling burgers, acting all innocent. "Dad, Aunt Lisa says watermelon seeds don't grow in your stomach." He looked genuinely shocked, like this was brand new information. "Really? Well, I'll be damned. I guess I've been wrong this whole time." But here's where it gets even weirder. Even after I knew it was a lie, I still couldn't bring myself to eat watermelon seeds. Like, logically, I understood they were harmless, but emotionally, I was still terrified. I'd pick them out for months afterward, just in case my dad was somehow right and my aunt was wrong. The whole thing got even more ridiculous when I started school that fall. During lunch one day, they served fruit cups with watermelon chunks. I'm sitting there picking out these tiny black specks with my fingernails, while everyone else is just eating normally. My teacher, Mrs. Foster, came over and asked what I was doing. When I explained about the watermelon seeds, she got this look on her face like she was trying really hard not to laugh. She gently explained that watermelon seeds can't grow in stomachs because there's no soil or sunlight in there. But I was like, yeah, but what if there's some kind of special stomach soil? It took until 3rd grade for me to finally eat my first watermelon seed on purpose. I was at lunch with my friend Ryan, and he dared me to do it. I ate one tiny seed and then spent the rest of the day convinced I was going to die. I even wrote a goodbye letter to my hamster, just in case. When nothing happened after a week, I finally realized my dad had been completely messing with me. But by then, the damage was done.